everyone, this is Sophia from BYTV. It's time for our broadcast again, and thank you for coming back. 2020 has been a very difficult year full of challenges. The whole world is engaged in a serious battle against coronavirus. As we are complaining about remote learning, no travel plans during vacations, no friend or family reunion for the holidays. Have we ever thought of there being such a group of children who have to stay at the hospitals all the time due to their illnesses? Established in 1948, Children's Hospital and Medical Center in Omaha provides medical care to pediatric patients in Nebraska and the surrounding states. How do the children live and study in the teaching hospital? Now let's connect to Misty Yang, BYTV reporter from Nebraska. She will tell us more about it.
你好 Sophia， 我是 BYTV 小记者杨冰心。今天我在 Nebraska Children's Hospital， 我们要跟 Lisa Gossett 老师连线，来谈在医院里怎么上学 during COVID。 我们现在跟她连线吧。May we start the interview?
Sure.
Okay, so how are you doing today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I am amazing right now. Can you please introduce us to what you're doing today? Or what your job is?
I am a hospital teacher at Nebraska Medicine. I teach kids that are here at the hospital for long stays or chronic illnesses or injuries. And I teach school-age kids who are between the years of 5 and 18. I help them stay caught up on their homework while they're in the hospital the best that they can.
Wonderful. That job sure sounds like lots of fun. Well,
It is.
let's start off with our first question. What are some difficulties teaching at a hospital?
I think at the hospital there's lots of disruptions. Sometimes I get started teaching with a child and they have things that they need to have taken care of medically. So they might need the nurse to help them with something, or they might need a medicine or to get their blood pressure taken or something like that. So it's not always quiet in the space that we're working. Sometimes they have to lay in bed. They can't sit up at a chair to do their work. So it's difficult for them to get comfortable doing schoolwork when they're in bed.
So, are the lessons in private or is there a gathering for all the students?
If the student is able to leave their rooms, they don't have any precautions, like they're in isolation or anything, they can come to my classroom. But it's just one student at a time in the classroom. It's a small room, so it's just one student at a time so that they don't spread germs to the other students, other patients. And I can work with them on exactly what they need help with.
That sounds interesting.
Sometimes I work at their bedside. If they can't leave their room, I work at their bedside. And I can do whatever they need help with there.
So, what do you guys do during school hours?
I try to see the patients for an hour or an hour and a half each day. And the other hours, they're doing other things. They also get physical therapy, occupational therapy, music therapy, and then they have medical care by their doctors and nurses. So their days are kind of busy, and school is part of what they do during the day. So it's not like a typical school day. They don't get up at 8 and work until 3. They have scheduled times that they do medical things and then other social things and school.
Ooh. Okay, do you have a classroom?
Yes, I do. It's small. It has a desk and a chair for a student and a desk and a chair for myself, and then books and other supplies for learning.
That sounds very similar like my classroom, but like more tables and chairs. Is learning in the hospital like homeschool?
It is a lot like homeschool. You're not going to a regular classroom and you aren't around other kids. So it is similar to homeschool in both ways. You can get some extra individual attention by doing school in the hospital or at home that you wouldn't get if there were 20 or 30 students in the classroom.
So our final question would be, how does COVID affect the ability for students to learn?
It's a little bit affected by sometimes the technology doesn't work or they don't have all the passwords and the necessary information to get to where they need to access their homework. It's been a little bit better because the teachers have had to have really good plans for all remote learners, and remote learning is all hospital kids can do. So it's been helpful in that way.
Thank you for answering all these questions, Ms. Golset.
Yeah, no problem.
Hopefully
No problem.
COVID could end soon.
I know. Everybody would be happy.
Thank you for letting me interview you.
Sure, no problem. Have a good day.
Have a great day.
Many thanks, Misty, for the detailed report. We are very grateful to the doctors, nurses, and teachers of the hospital for their meticulous care and love to the children there. We always believe it's a world full of love and hope, which becomes particularly important during such an unprecedented time. Today's show ends here. May the new year bless us all with health, wealth, and happiness. This is Sophia from the Kids Perspective, and see you next time.